everybody, and welcome to the Greg Ozaro channel. I'm gonna piece together some cell phone videos that I shot. Kind of a little update on the drum kit ideas, as far as where we're gonna go with that. It's been interesting as far as the parts that came in, the condition of what came in, but for the most part, everything is here. I'm still waiting on a few microphones, a couple things like that, but for the most part, everything's come in. I've got some mic stands that are coming in so I can mic the entire kit. Overheads, toms, snare, and bass drum will all have separate microphones. Really looking forward to it. Like I said, we had a few issues with some of the shipments. Mainly the first one, the most important one that had the drum shells themselves and the hardware. I've been watching a lot of videos, doing a lot of practicing. 7 years away from the kit has not been kind, but as soon as I feel like I'm a little better shape, I'm gonna try to throw something together for you guys. But other than that, how has everybody been doing? I hope you guys have been doing great. Me myself, as usual, work, and a little more work. Outside of that, been beating around on these things a little bit, getting a little more comfortable with it. I actually set up the other day and just loaded up a Spotify playlist and played along with whatever came up. It's the way I used to practice a lot back before when I was playing with bands and stuff. I would just load up like like a top 40 or whatever was hot at the time. The latest the radio station was playing the latest music. I would just turn it on there and start playing along with everything that came on the radio. A great way to work on your timing, because of course the majority of the music that's on the radio is in time. So it's a great way to keep in time. And also a great way to pick up on, anything you may get thrown at you when you are playing, in a live setting. Because there's always going to be somebody comes up and says, "Hey man, do you know how to play?" You want to be able to answer yes to that question. Anytime somebody comes up and asks you, "Can you play such and such?" You want to be able to say, "Absolutely." It's just the way it works. That's what keeps your fans. That's what keeps your people coming back and watching you play. Because when you look at them and go, "Oh no, man, I don't know that song," they're like, "Oh, what kind of drummer are you then? What kind of musician are you? You don't know the music." It's not that easy a lot of times. It is tough to try to learn everything that might be thrown at you, but the way you kind of work around that is you learn to improvise well. So if you don't know the song, but you've heard it, maybe one of the other band members does know the song. So great. Let them lead into it, or give you at least the count so you can lead into it, and just kind of fall in with the bass player. Try to lock a groove in. Hopefully you make it through it. A lot of times people would rather hear that than they would, as long as you're a tight band, as long as you play well. Now, if you butcher it, of course, they're not going to want to hear that. But if you butcher anything, they're not going to want to hear that. So, I've always found if you can at least pull off something close to it, people will appreciate that. But outside of that, just, been working, playing some video games. I've been playing some video games here and there. We're actually changing over the Arc server right now to Ragnarok from Valero. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not even 100% certain. Running into some glitches with Valero that we wasn't real happy with. So, yeah. So we decided to go ahead and swap that back to Ragnarok server. As far as school's concerned, been busy there too. Logic and design class. I'm in the second unit of that, getting ready to start the third. And communication, principles of communication, which is more or less a class about communicating properly, public speaking. things like that. Talking to you on YouTube, kind of be in that mix as well. I feel like I'm becoming a little more comfortable with that. When I first started, I had a real problem with it because it wasn't easy for me to figure out what to talk about when I'm talking to myself. But it only took a little while to think about that and go, hey, I'm not talking to myself. Somebody's going to see this. So let me think of anything that you guys might want to hear and put it out there for you. So it's not easy to do. But drop, in the comments below, drop me some ideas. What would you like to see videos on? What would you like to know about me? What would you like to see? I've thought about doing some computer programming videos. Just the basics, the bare essentials, the very bottom end basics. Now I say programming, but I should say introduction to programming. Like pseudocode or flowcharts. If you're not familiar with those terms, pseudocode is just basically fake code. That, in a loosely formatted way, describes what the program's going to do. It's a way to write it out before you do it, to plan it out. Using flowcharts is a way to like whiteboard it, where you actually use the different shapes based on whether it's an input, output, if, statement, assignment, declaration, depending on what it is in the program. And then you can add, you can actually, in some programs that do flowcharts, you can actually run the flowchart to test before you actually get into coding. The coding part is where I stop for right now because I do know a little Python. However, outside of that, it's just the very basics of Python that I've gone through. But I've stopped on that to go through this first because I want to completely understand the design end of it and the logic behind it before I try to learn the language. I learned enough of the language for the logic and design to make sense. So if you guys would like some videos on that, hey, I'd be more than happy to do them. Drop it in the comments. And if you hadn't already, hit the like button. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. We're going to be doing, like I say, computer videos, programming videos, vlogs, drum videos, gaming videos. I'm going to make this a variety channel. A little something for everybody. And hopefully, I'm hoping that goes over well. Hopefully it will. So I'm wide open. Once again, those comments, drop them in there. Anything, whatever you would like to see, and I'll consider it within reason. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let this go into the clips. I have quite a few clips, photos that go along with the drum equipment that came in, the setting up of it, the waiting for the other parts to come in, because not all of it came in at once, and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and load those up next, and I'll see you guys later. Alright folks, vlog update number 1. Didn't expect to do it this way, but I'm on my way home, and supposedly some of my equipment came in, and the boxes are in rough shape, so we'll see what we got when we get there. Well, from the looks of it, wow, it's amazing they would even leave anything like that. But anyway, I think we're going to open it up despite what the carrier is saying to do, because the rest of them appear to be in okay shape. So anyway, we'll see what we got. All right folks, got an update. Fortunately, the boxes that were, or the one box mainly that was in bad shape, and there was another one crushed, and some pretty good dings on the other ones, fortunately, are fine. I took a chance on it, called them and told them, hey, we're going to keep them. If something's damaged, I'll just have to eat it, because I wanted to get them open. I wanted to see what we had. So here we go. You'll have to pardon the mess, because I've still got some boxes left from unpacking. Look at that. Also, there'll be another cymbal stand, and if you see this tom right back here, that will be right here once my other cymbal stand comes in. And then we'll have another crash over here, and then there's another short stand that's going to have the ride on it right over next to that floor tom. So that's what we have. Look at that beautiful little cymbal there. I've always wanted a set of these. I actually played for quite a few years and was playing a Tama Rockstar kit, but I always wanted one of these, and had the chance to play a couple of Drum Workshops kits, which were actually a higher level or higher series than these, and just totally fell in love with them. But these are the things that dreams are made of for a drummer, for a lot of people. I've heard some people that didn't like them, but for the most part, most of the drummers I've ever known look for a Drum Workshops kit. That was their kind of goal, I guess you would say. So that's where we're at. And we got some A-Zildjians here. Let me step around here so you're seeing right side up. Got the medium thin crash, more boxes, more junk. Medium thin crash. New beat hi-hat with fingerprints on it already that I need to clean off. And these toms came with tom, snare, bass drum, all came with standard heads. I've got some heads coming in to replace the top heads. We're going to try, and I believe it's called the EMAD. It's a muffled kick drum head, and I got some G1s coming for everything else. G1 for the snare. We may keep this one though. I kind of like the look of the feel and the sound of the snare head. We're going to play with it a little bit. For a standard head that comes with the kit, it sounds pretty good. But these, we're definitely going to change those out. I'm going to kick them around a little bit, just see what they really sound like, and go from there. I'm shooting this from my cell phone, so it's kind of hard to flip back and forth between the front view and the rear view. So with that said, I think we got something we can work with here. I'm kind of looking forward to kicking this kit around. I'm looking forward to it a lot, and it's been a lot of years. I have not played this kit yet, even setting it up. I haven't played it. I've just moved everything around, kind of got everything where it feels natural, you know, just reaching for it with the sticks. I'll probably have to raise my tom up to match the other one once I get the other cymbal stand in. But that's where we're at for right now. So I'll drop another update whenever the remainder of the hardware comes in and we have the complete drum kit. At that point, we still have the mics, the recording interface, which has the mic preamps, all that good stuff in it. That's brand new to me. I've never used anything like that, so I'm going to have some learning to do. But outside of that, I'm looking forward to it. So I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one here, and I'll probably piece all of these together into one video, since it is taking a couple of days for everything to come in and get it all set up. But that's where we're at for now. As you can tell, folks, a little bit sweaty. I'm doing a little practicing. I hadn't posted this video yet. I put a few parts of it together. I hadn't actually rendered the video and posted it yet, but I'm just going to give you guys a little showing of the final complete kit. Here she is. Still got a little adjusting to do. looking at it from back here. It's kind of your driver's seat view. Pardon all the junk in the background. That's boxes that's left over, stuff I moved out of the way, parts I hadn't even gone through yet. And our little Vic First stick bag there. Gibraltar motorcycle seat throne. And there we have it, folks. Hopefully very soon I'll have everything together where I feel a little more confident about my playing. I'm doing a lot of catching up. 7 years has not been good to my playing. So I almost feel like I'm kind of starting over again, but it's getting there. It's coming back pretty quickly. So once I get a little more confident in my playing, I might try to do a few drum videos. I do have some more mics coming in to mic the kit up. I've got a recording interface that I hadn't even plugged in yet. Hopefully that's good to go. But once we get all that straight, I get a little more confident in my playing, I'm going to try to put up a little something. May not be much, just maybe a little tutorial video, something about, I don't know, maybe single stroke rolls or double strokes, or maybe just a basic pattern on the kit for beginners to help them get started. I don't know, any ideas you guys have, drop them in the comments below. I'm kind of cautious on cover songs. I've got to do a little more research on how I can pull that off, if I can pull that off, or you know, what I need to do as far as that's concerned. But so most of it will probably be just original stuff, maybe played over a backing track or something like that. But we'll figure that as we go. There you have it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to kicking this kit around some. Like I say, it'll be a little while before I get, you know, settled in. I might throw some basic tutorials in, maybe a little work on the practice pad before we actually get into the kit, because I want to have my ducks in a row before I put that out there. And I played long enough before to know that right now I am extremely rusty. So it's going to take a little while to get back, you know, get back in the swing of things. So, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm working hard on it because I want to get you guys something out there. But anyway, I appreciate you hanging out. If you're still watching at this point, I love you guys. You know, always appreciated. Always appreciated. So hit that like button, please. And if you hadn't already, like I say, once again, please hit that subscribe button. Drop your information down in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what you'd like to see on this channel. I'm wide open for ideas. I want to make this, like I said before in the introduction, I want to make this a variety channel. I want it to be what everybody wants. I know that's not possible, but I want to cover as many bases as I can. So with that said, I'll catch you guys later for now. I'll see you next time. Thanks again.